Hello and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Hennessy Performance Racing League. Tonight we will be bringing you the first race of Season 6 from Daytona. I will be joined by that one Porchy Dude, our Truck Series regular. Porchy, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Should be a good race tonight.
Absolutely. And we will also be joined by Movement YT, another Truck Series regular, but has not joined yet, so we'll be saying hi to him in a minute. But let's go ahead and jump into our first segment. We're gonna go and jump into recapping last season. So, of course, last season with the finale, we saw Heredia, JoJo, Killer, and Jackson Altman fight it out for the title, and Heredia coming home with the W.
And just to add on something here, I remember watching that race live, and with how everything is this season, with how the competition is, I think it's going to be a lot more competitive, and definitely the races are going to be a lot more interesting coming to the checkered flag, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and that kind of leads into our next season. Or, yeah, whatever. But first race of the new season. What are we really expecting out of this season?
Honestly, Daytona, I mean, it's obviously chaos. I mean, the Truck Series race last night was honestly relatively calm for the most part, up until stage three, obviously. But with Xfinity, I think with who's in this field, I think there's going to be a lot more moves, even in the middle of the stage, just to try and get track position. Because we have seen in the previous times that that outside lane definitely can work with the right amount of people. We saw it last night, and I think it'll be interesting to see who goes with who and how this will play out towards the end.
Absolutely, and I think with these Xfinity cars, you can kind of run that high lane a little bit better than, versus Cup cars or anything like that. But, with that bringing in that second lane, it definitely improves the racing, and it'll definitely be exciting. Who are your ones to watch for this season?
Honestly, I mean, you obviously got to go with the previous champion, Heredia, and some another person I want to keep an eye on throughout the season is JoJo as well. He was pretty fast, nearly won the title last season, was just short. I think he's going to be very competitive. Um, he also got Electric Days, who I think won a couple of races last season, and I think also masopes can be competitive at some tracks. I've raced with them in the past in different leagues, and he's had some speed at various tracks.
Absolutely, and I do want to clarify, Heredia did move up to the Cup Series once again. So he won't be a problem, he won't be a force to reckon with this Xfinity field.
Yeah.
As for ones to watch for me, I mean, you got to go with the people that were in the Final Four last season. So, JoJo, Killer, anyone in the playoffs is one to watch. Speed, McCard, Electric, any of those guys can really, really do something. But as we look through the rest of the field, I mean, T-Bird, he had an impressive season 4 run, I believe, season 5, in the Xfinity series. So it'll be exciting to see what he can do. Also, always Eric, stepping back down from the Cup Series back into the Xfinity Series. He'll be fighting for an Xfinity title this season.
Of course. And another driver in this field that is, I think, new to this series is Vitioki's our beast. He has pretty good speed, and they're already getting crazy in the back. The three wide cars in the wall a little bit, hitting the apron, normal here at Daytona, especially on.
Well, my apologies. I didn't see that we were allowed to join.
Hmm.
I guess I
Yeah.
got a little carried away. We're gonna miss the first lap or two. Who got pole?
Vitioki's our beast is leading right now. He started on pole. Everyone's single file right now, starting to be, but they are moving around quite a bit. Now everyone's starting to be single file. I think that's the 9 in the back, and someone got shuffled out. I think that's the 19, who got shuffled out as well. So he's going to drop all the way to the back. So yeah, something definitely to watch here is you got to make sure to stay in the bottom lane, because the moment you get knocked up, you're going to go straight to the back.
And we are now loaded into the race. As we see the new driver, VT Hokies. He's going to be leading the field around Daytona. He's a new driver that was brought in by that Roush camp. He looks like a promising driver right now.
Yeah, definitely. Leading the first 2 laps with everyone behind, and there's a little bit of a gap in between. I think someone, I don't know who this is in the back. If I can, it's the 36 of masopes getting up and out of the way. There was a pretty good gap between the 2 packs. The 47, if I can get to the driver, of JoJo, he's going to have a massive run when he gets to the front pack. He might go to this outside lane here, but I'm not sure. There's someone up there on the high side, pretty slow, but he's going to go ahead and push them. Oh wow, the 9 goes to the high side, but no one goes with them, and he's just going to drop to the back again.
Wonder if they have to save fuel.
Maybe not within the first 2 stages, but definitely in the 3rd stage, I would assume. Because in the Truck Series race last night, even though everyone made it on fuel perfectly fine, we did run pretty low on fuel towards the end of the race. Oh, JoJo had a run there, but hit the back of the 9 and stalled his momentum, so he's not going to go anywhere with that run. Now you got the 22 helping, I believe that's the 54. On the high side, that's contacted up in the front. That's interesting. I don't know how that'll go down. 18 and the 22 got to the front of the 15 and just shoved him out of the way, essentially. Now it's 3 wide with the 9. That's dicey, especially early in this race. Oh boy.
Yeah, they're already getting racy. 3 wide, middle of the pack.
Oh yeah. But now I think everything's going to start to calm down again. Even though it's 2 lanes right now.
Oh, and the 18's going to jump to the outside, and here comes the 15 right back down on the bottom, but the 18 shuts the door. I'm surprised he had enough momentum.
Here comes the 22 with the massive run. He's gonna get next to the 18 entering turn 1 here. And if I were the 22, I would crowd that 18 down near that yellow line to stall his momentum so that he wouldn't be able to use that extra room on the bottom.
Oh, the 18 gets shuffled out.
Go way up. And the 22 is going to split them. Going to go through the middle. Oh, they're 4 wide with the 98, I believe. That's 4 wide. That's not going to work. Someone's got to back out.
They're going to wreck. There they go, the 98.
Yep, that's the first wreck. That's going to be a yellow. That's got to be a yellow. There's no way that's not.
The 15 is still ahead.
It's still green.
Yep. They're going to race back to the line. It looks like 15 going to resume as the race leader.
Yep, you got to be careful though, because there was a crash in the Truck Series last night trying to call a manual. So everyone's got to be really careful here.
Yeah, you can see why. I mean, like 15 cars fanning out every single lane there is on this track.
Yeah, it's not as wide as Talladega, so definitely, especially transitioning to that flat part of the track, towards the bottom near the inside wall is definitely bumpy. But yeah, that didn't take long for the first wreck to happen. I believe, I don't know what exactly took place, but it looked like the 98 got hit by someone entering turn 3. It looks like he was trying to back out, but it was just a little too late at that moment when he got hit, and then the ping pong effect initiated and caused that crash.
Yeah, I don't think that was anyone's really fault. I mean, it was 3 wide, you know. From the beginning of the field after Heredia went through the middle, or That's not Heredia. That's electric. Why do I keep saying that? I'm all messed up right now. All right, just ignore me.
Someone we haven't talked about at all during this race is the 74. I believe he was a free agent and got signed either last night or the night before. And he's running second right now. He's doing pretty good. And he's going to stay out with the 15. So is the 22. Most people are staying out. Someone's heading down pit road. It's the 54. And obviously the cars that got involved in that accident are heading into the pits to repair their damage. It's the 54 of Captain Dead Dad. The 1, I believe, is back here. The 6, the 19, the 98. So probably the 1 as well. So it looked like there was a lot more cars involved than what we initially thought. Yeah, early wreck here at Daytona.
Well, since we have this early caution, let's kind of run through the field and get familiar with all these new drivers in this Xfinity Series field. So, you know, new guys, Virginia Hokies, we already talked about them. Electric moving to the 22, Dank into the 18, Drunk into the 16. WRX Mike, the driver we had just talked about that came in this week, he gets a ride in the 74. T-Bird moving to the 98. Hendrick 9 Chase, he will be in the 92. The Soaps switching teams, going to be on the 36. Always Eric, driver we talked about earlier, he's in the 10. Speed in the 8. And a new driver that kind of has a whole lot of hype coming into the league, Free Eye Few. He's going to be in the 39 for tonight as we are about to doubling up for this restart. Back to the front. We are on with the 15 for this restart. Here we go.
Gets off pretty well.
Yeah, that was a really good restart for the 15. 74 did not get going. That's going to hurt him.
Yeah, and that's going to cause everyone to go to the back. However, if I'm Jackson, VTOKs are based. The 22, I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped back to get a run and go around him. But for now, I guess he's gonna just stay in line and push him. Looks like everyone's already starting to get single file pretty fast, which is a little bit surprising, honestly. Oh, there's a crash in the back. The 4 and the 19 and the 6 got into it with each other. What was that about? Teammates crashing. That is something that you should definitely not do with your teammate.
Yeah.
That's the golden rule of racing. Don't crash with your teammate. Don't know really what happened. The 4 and 6 got together, and the 19 again got involved with that. Really unfortunate.
I didn't even get a chance to announce Kenny returning to the Xfinity Series, second most on the all-time wins list, I believe, returning, and this is not what you want to see out of him.
Definitely, especially this early in the race, but, you know, knowing that there's stages, it does, you know, I guess, put some light on this, knowing that, you know, there's a chance to regroup and have another go at it. However, something that is definitely a worrying factor is that now that he's behind him or by himself, he's got to be cautious about these guys catching him, because I mean, this is a pack of 20 cars at least, and he's by himself, so they're gonna be lapping so much faster than him. So he's got to be careful and not to, especially with the damage that he has, because it looked like he got hit pretty hard with the 4 or the 6, one of the two. So he has to be very careful here, not to go a lap down.
A little bit of moves made at the front of the field. The driver jumped up to the top lane. I believe it is the 9. That
It is the
outline,
Dynamo McCard,
that
I
outline
believe.
lane is starting to run.
Yeah, it started, but it's gonna die down here in turn 2. But someone else, I mean, if anyone's gonna go to the high side, it's gonna be the 22. There he goes.
As
As I
you say,
said, that
Sims. Yep. And we get Eric following him. Not
that's gonna get the 22 to the lead and the 10 to second.
gotta clear down. Gotta clear
Ooh,
down.
that's
They're coming
close.
down. What a great move by those two.
Yeah, got a really big run. Oh, the
Oh,
18's in
oh.
the wall.
Little collateral
This car's
damage
going
from the
everywhere.
nine.
Here comes the 8s.
Oh,
Through the middle. They're full
74
wide through
is
the
dead.
giant oval.
Woo. I'm surprised
Oh
they
my
made it through
gosh, here
that.
comes the 8 and the 16 up to the front. They haven't been up here at all. Got the colleague and JRM cars up here now. With the 39 of Free IFU, I believe that is behind VTO keys. Oh, the 10 gets shuffled out by the 15. That's going to help Jackson. The 22 is going to pick up the 10. The 8's going to try and split the middle. That's not going to work.
Oh, the 10's gonna try to go to the outside.
The 10's going to have a big run off 4.
Especially,
The 22 has got to clear them off of 4.
he's gonna try to come up, but the bottom lane has
that's
a
a
run
block down
too.
the yellow line. You can't do that.
Ooh.
Ooh, I don't know how that's going to go over. You can't do that. You cannot block someone below the yellow line. I know it's early in the race, but if that's for a race win, that's probably going to go over the front. But there's a lot of momentum in this pack right now, especially on the bottom. The top's starting to fade a little bit. There's almost a crash in the back with the 16. Got shuffled way back. Here comes the 74 to the outside. Going to try and split the 15. Oh! The 10 got shuffled to the high side, 3 wide in turn 3. Here comes the 47 of JoJo now.
Oh, they're
trying to make his way through.
Gone. They're gone.
Oh,
Yep,
that's a crash.
there
The
goes
10's in the wall. Yep.
Right back down in front of the field.
And that's another crash. That's just a single car. Still green. I don't know how that didn't collect more cars than it was.
Oh, there goes Kenny a lap down. But
Oh!
was that the stage, I believe?
That looked like it was the stage, but the 19 was very slow, though. Wow. Okay then. Wow, that was an interesting first stage. Wow.
Yeah, we're just gonna make sure that was.
I believe so. It was.
I gotta see who's
that
streaming.
was crazy.
I think Electric is streaming.
It would help if we have the link, but I don't see it in the Discord at the moment. I asked the Xfinity field for a POV, but we don't have any right now. So until we get the lap counter, official lap counter from someone, we won't be able to see the laps. So we're probably gonna have to just assume that this was the end of stage. It looks like it was. I'm not sure.
Does look that way, but here we are on the restart. Right after hitting the wall, the 10, right up.
Yeah. I believe the 10 stayed out. I'm not sure. He may have been one of the cars that pitted during that first caution, but I'm not entirely sure. There's quite a bit of different names up here. You got the 36 of masopes up here with the 1, the 8's up here as well. The outside lane's going to start to move. The 98 hits the 36 out of the way, and masopes is going to go straight to the back.
Ooh, 2 cars basically stuck in the back.
Okay, so I did find a stream. I did find T-Bird's stream.
Oh, good on you. I was looking for it.
I wouldn't have noticed, but Fire Slayer said something, and I went to his YouTube. So I put it in the main chat, so we can have an official lap counter.
So was that stage 1 or stage 2? Or
that was the end of stage 1.
Okay, sweet.
So they are on the second lap of the second stage right now.
And we're on board with Killer right now, who is very far behind the field.
Here comes the 47 and the 74 teammates trying to make something work up there, but it's not going to do them any good. They're just going to lose positions. I mean, this is the problem with trying to make a move at Daytona. You just don't know who's going to work with you if you don't really have that many teammates, especially when you're separated, because it could very well play in your favor. It couldn't. It's just testing your luck pretty much. But I think with this early in the stage, lap 3 of the second stage, I think everyone's just going to ride around for now up until, I want to say, lap 7, probably when we're going to see making moves. But for now, the 10 is out front leading.
You see a couple cars on that outside, and there goes their momentum. Someone took them 3 wide.
Yeah, the outside. I mean, they have people on the outside, but I mean, they're not situated, so you just can't generate a big enough run to do anything with it. So I mean, it's sort of back and forth. I mean, you can get a big run off the corner. You just have to. Oh, there's a crash in the back. Someone's got in the wall. Yep. I think that was the 7. It was. The 7 is spun around, and that is. That will be a caution, I believe.
I believe that was the 0 or the 6 that spun around. It was the 6 of DK270 Kelvin.
Okay, yeah. It looked like it was one of the red cars. I couldn't tell which, but it doesn't really help when 3 red cars look similar in the back. But great NASCAR Heat 5 graphics has half the cars on the ground, but yeah, that's our, well, without counting the stage, that's our second caution, I believe.
I believe doing pretty well so far.
Yeah.
But
that, honestly, I expect stage 3 to be probably the craziest we've seen all race week long, to be honest.
Here we go. Virginia Tech Hokies.
VT Hokies leading. It was the 10, but I guess the 10 pitted, which is honestly kind of a shock.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I don't really know if that was a smart move by the 10, because now not only you've pitted, but you've got a lot of ground to make up just to try and even get stage points. And, I mean, they're already with 6 laps to go in the stage, so it's not really ideal. There's someone way down the apron that got shuffled out. They're going to fall right to the back, going through the grass a little bit. But everything's good for now.
Yeah, he hit a few jumps through there. Oh,
the 1's going to get a little squirrely with the 7. Oh, the 7's going to split his teammates.
I think he had to at that point. Oh, and
yep. They're gonna get the 1's in the wall, but he keeps it straight.
Whew. That was another close one.
If I'm the 15, I gotta be worried about that high side, because they are situated on the high side and they're gonna get a really big run off of 2.
I don't know. I think the bottom is situated right now.
Yeah, but you're gonna gain such a big momentum on the high side. Here comes the 98. If I'm the 8, I gotta go up now to block that run. But he chooses to stay to the bottom. Oh, there's a crash! The 74 and the 39, I believe that's free. I feel that's going to be another yellow, and that will be. I don't think that's going to end the stage. I'm looking at T-Bird's live stream, and no, that's not. We're going to have a 2-lap shootout, a 1 or 2 lap shootout to end the stage. But the 74 got hit by someone on the bottom, and that's what sent him into the 39, causing a pretty big wreck.
Yeah, we saw the 18 collected in that. A couple others.
I mean, if I'm someone around like 8th or 10th, I probably would pit. That way I can stay out for the start of stage 3, because, I mean, it would be stage points, but considering your position, it's not really a lot when you think about it. I mean, 2 or 1 points. It's not really a lot whenever it's just a stage, especially here at Daytona, where things can get pretty hectic to begin with. Let's see what the lap counter is whenever they get to green. And it'll be a 1-lap shootout, so this is the last lap of stage 1, or stage 2, I mean.
Here we go.
if I'm the 15, I would back up everyone. That way the 8 could be next to me and not get a run off a 2. The 98's starting to back up, though. Oh, the 22's trying to get to the bottom of the 98. That's not going to work. Here comes the 98 with a run. He's going to go to the outside. He's going to have the 8 with him.
Oh, this might work perfectly.
Will Speed go to the bottom? Try to weaken Smith. That's not going to work. The 22 is on the apron, and that's going to be a crash.
Who's going to get there?
The stage. It's going to be the 15 to win the stage.
Wow, and I think the 8 got second.
The 8 did get second, I believe. I'm looking at the stage results now. No, the 98 has gotten seconds for that stage.
Okay.
The 8 was third.
I just want to say, what a great block from the 15.
Yeah, that was a Regan Smith type move that the 8 almost pulled off.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 22 got hit by someone down to the apron and really couldn't do anything, and came back up on the track and really collected a lot of people in that accident.
So we've seen the first 2 stages. I mean, what are we kind of really expecting for this final stage?
Honestly, it's a bit of a mystery, because we've seen so many different people up at the front. We've seen a ton of crashes, and wow, just a crazy race all around. And we definitely will be seeing these guys do one more stop at least, because you can go 21 laps on the max of tank. Max fuel run, and there's I believe 31 or 30 to go, so definitely expect everyone to pit if there's like yellow or green flag pit stops. But considering what's been happening in the race, I expect everyone to be pitting if there's another yellow to make it to the end.
Look at this. The high side is sticking right with the low side.
Yeah,
wow,
the 1 is going to put the 92 in the wall. That's going to be nearly crashed. Oh, the 74. Try and get back up. How? Oh, there's a crash. There's someone in the back. I think that's the 21 in the back that got involved in that. It was the 4 and the 21 got involved in that mess. The 92 got hit in the wall and just came back down and collected the 74. The 74 had no other option to, it was either get a speeding penalty, go down pit lane, or come back up on the track, and that unfortunately collected the I believe the 4 and the 21, if I'm not mistaken. Now I believe everyone is going to be pitting to make it to the end on fuel. Actually no, they're going to be a little bit short on fuel, but considering how this race has gone, they probably won't need to pit under green.
I'd rather pit earlier than later, but I see what you mean. I mean, it's really a roll of the dice right now, and I believe the 16 is going to be out front. He got the lead on the high side.
Yeah, and a couple of people got a pretty bad restart. Gonna split the top and the bottom here. 16 of Drunkfest leading at Daytona. I believe this is the first time he's led all race long.
I believe so, but he is no stranger to these plate tracks. He has a amazing super speedway resume. I mean, he is a Cup Series winner.
He's way too far out front. He's got to be careful here. The 39 is gonna have a massive run. He's got to be careful here. Oh, the 39 just shoved the 98 down below the yellow line. There's gonna be another crash. The 10. That's going to be the big one. That's going to be at least 5 cars involved. That's going to be another yellow.
Yeah.
Well, that was disappointing to say the least. That wasn't really the ideal move, to be honest, especially still about halfway in the race. The 98 got involved, the 4 got involved. Now, I believe everyone should be fine on fuel. Either that or just on the limit, but it's really just a mystery, like I said, because there's been so many people getting involved in so many different accidents, and The entire order is shaken up now.
Well, that move, or that wreck started from the 39's move, pushing the 18 below the apron, and then it shuffled out the 10, put him in, the middle, and the rest is history. So, here we
Yep.
go, back green.
39 and the 19 are now in front. This ought to be interesting. 19 is trying to side draft the 39. It's not really working out, but if the 19 is able to stay next to the 39 entering turn 1 here, side drafting him, he might be able to have a chance. The 19 is going to actually ditch his teammate. Oh, the 20 got hit into the wall by, I believe that was the 54 or the 18. It's going to go right in the back, and there's going to be another crash in the back. Oh my gosh.
Poor
Come on,
killer.
guys.
Poor killer.
That's going to be another yellow. Okay, now, if everyone pits now, they would be good to the end on fuel.
Man,
So if I was anyone that hasn't pitted yet, I would definitely do that.
and 4. I mean, I was just about to make mention, of the JGR cars lined up on the top. We had the 19, the 20, and the 54 a row back. So I really don't understand why the 19 would leave his teammate in, unfortunate for Killer.
Yeah, definitely. I really don't know why, because they would have gotten a run out of turn 2, because it's just something about that high side that just works off of turns 2 and 4. They definitely, I mean, they were hooked up, so, and the 39 didn't have anyone with them, so they definitely very well could have easily gone around them, so I really don't understand that move at all.
Here we go, 39 and 19 again. Have they pit yet? That's the question.
I don't think they have, but I'm not sure what their fuel situation is like. But I mean, at this rate, they might not even have to pit at all, because we've had so many yellow flag laps that they might be on the limit. Here comes the 19 again with a little bit of a run, but it's not going to work as well as last time.
And they're swerving.
Yeah, please don't crash, guys. We can't have another yellow.
And they're trying to in the back.
Oh,
10.
the 10, I believe, going way down there.
Yep, that's going to
Here
make
comes the
him
19,
lose.
going to try. Oh, the 54 or 18 or whoever that is didn't let his teammate in. That's interesting.
Yeah, there's some things to talk over after this race in the JGR camp. I don't want to be there.
I mean, I would certainly like to be a fly on the wall during that conversation, but that's probably not going to go over well, because the 19 is going to go right to the back.
Maybe that was kind of cold shade to him leaving the team owner out to dry.
Yeah, because now the 54, I don't think has anyone.
JoJo is going to try to make a run all by himself.
It's not going to work though. Got no one with him.
Surprised no one went with him. I mean, he is a trustworthy person to lead that outside lane.
Okay, I've got to figure this out on... Okay, it's the 18. I blame Monster Energy for making their cars too similar to each other.
How many
So
laps
now
to go
it's
by
the-
chance?
15 to go, so it's getting down to the wire. 15 to go, so the 39 is still leading. If there's anyone that I think is going to make the move, it's going to be the not the JGR, but the Junior Motorsport cars. I believe that's the 9 and the 1 right with each other.
And I want to believe Masopes would go with them as well, but IFU is a teammate, so we'll see.
I think the Soaps would go with them to generate a run and then pull back down to push his teammate in the 39. I think that's what's going to happen if they do make a move. The problem is, if the Junior Motorsports cars want to make a move, they've got to get around the 18 first.
IFU coming into the league a few weeks ago. A lot of hype around his name. He's backing it up, leading in the final stage.
Yep, and everything, I believe that's JoJo still trying to make that outside lane work, just doing everything he can, but it's not working because I think everyone now is just trying to stay patient within the last 10, until the last 10 laps because I believe we're coming to 13 to go if I'm not mistaken. I'll check this live stream here, the POV of the 98. And yes, we are coming to 13, or we are with 13 laps to go, so, I mean, something's gonna happen here. I mean, the 18's starting to back up to the 39, but I don't think the 18 will have anyone with him because the 9 is gonna shuffle the 18 out. That's gonna help the junior motorsports cars a lot. So now the 18's gonna go all the way to the back because everyone is single file right now. Oh, the 18 did. Ooh, the 54 did not want to get that 18 down there.
Well,
Ooh,
we got 3 JGR cars lined up now. 4, actually. Killer's behind them, isn't he?
Wow. Okay, so it's honestly... Ooh, it's,
That's the only
our...
team, you know. JRM has the 9 and the 1, but that's about it.
Yeah, and you got the 36 that will probably go with the 39, if I would assume. But we've seen other things in this race. 39 trying to block the 9. That's a late block, but it worked.
I think the 39's trying to drag the high lane back into this. JoJo's making up some ground on the top.
Oh yeah. If there's anyone to go to the high side, I believe it's going to be the junior motorsports cars because they're teammates. They've got each other hooked up. So even if it may not work, at least one of them will be able to block the 36 from passing them. I believe if that were to work out. But I'm looking at that pack right now on the high side. It's just not working right now.
Inch by inch.
The 9's peaking right now. Not doing it at the moment, but he's looking to make a move. Just don't know when.
Yeah, and masopes trying to get up there and help his teammate.
And we are within 10 to go, so this last 10 laps, so someone's gonna make a move.
Please go green. Please go green.
I believe I think something's gonna happen within these last 5 laps. That's probably not gonna go well with the rest of the field. The 18's gonna make the high side with the 19 as teammates. Same with the 20. They got the JGR cars hooked up here.
That did not work.
The 18 scraped the wall. That's gonna kill JGR at any chance they have unless something happens. 18 got really loose off the floor and it hit the wall, and that brought them all the way to the back. So now it's the junior motorsports cars versus the Ryan Sieg cars. And I believe that's the 54 behind Masopes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe the 54 wanted to go with the JGR drivers, but I think when Dank went up to the top lane, I think he hit the back bumper of Masopes.
It did. It looked close, but it also looked like he got in the wall and just killed his momentum off of 4, and that's what caused them to go all the way to the back. So now JGR dug himself in the hole, and it's gonna take a little bit to get up there, but I think they can make it work. And it's 8 laps to go, so everyone's still single file for the most part. But within these last 5 laps, I expect everything to completely change.
Absolutely. We're not going to stay single file until the end of this race. As we see
yeah,
JoJo, you know, he's still trucking.
Making that run. He's still trying. I mean, you gotta respect it for him. He's the only one trying to do that consistently.
You got 3 SHR cars.
With everyone hitting the apron, it might not work right now, but I mean, if he gets more people up there, it can very well change this outcome of the race. The 9 going to the high side, try to fake the 39, I suppose. Oh, there's a
Oh,
crash.
there's the
That's the
wreck.
19, the 92. That's going to be a caution.
A single car.
Still green. Still green, actually. I was honestly surprised that was not a yellow. The 9's backing up. The 39's going to watch out here. I believe that was the 9, the 19, the 92, and the 19 crashing into the back there. That's really unfortunate. But the 9's starting to make moves, though. I can tell. He's starting to back up the pack. So the 39's got to watch out here.
There'll be a lot of checkups on the inside.
Oh yes, it's only 6 to go, so everyone, it'll be interesting because other than the junior motorsports cars, I really don't see any other teammates hooked up right now. Oh, the 9's gonna go to the outside.
Is the one
Oh, the
not
54, the
letting him in?
22. I think he tried to, but the 54 was just shoving him to the point where it almost caused a crash because even the 22 of electric got a little bit sideways. Here comes the 36 on the high side of masopes, followed by the 47. The 47's actually going to go around him and split him 3 wide. That'll be interesting. And they're making contact in the back. There's someone in the grass. I believe that's the 74 spinning out. That's another single car accident. I don't think that'll be enough for a yellow. It doesn't seem like it, so we're still green with 5 to go.
That was the 18.
Alright, so you got the 9, the 1, the 54. Ooh, this will be interesting. Coming to 4 to go. I just don't know. I mean, the 39 has got to be really worried because he has no one up there with him. He had his teammate Masopes, but Masopes is all the way in the back now. So he has nobody to help him.
I want to say he's getting cocky. Just, riding up half a lane sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful because the more you do that, the better chance the 9 has a chance to, get to that inside and move you up. But I mean, we've probably seen in the past where people get shoved down below the line. So, oh, speaking of that, the 22 got shoved down there. Gonna get back in line. Oh, that's close.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
But it works, but I don't know about that. Ooh, I really don't know about. It's really not smart. Oh my gosh! Wow, the 36 is back.
Here he comes.
On the high
and there
side.
goes. I think that was a lag spike from the 39.
And it's 3 laps to go, so it's go time now. The 36, here comes his teammate with a massive run on the outside. He's going to get the lead here, I believe. The bottom's not situated at all. The 36 is going to be side by side.
There he goes.
And he's going to clear the 39. The 39 has got to get his teammate down there. But here comes the 74, the 47, and the 98. The 74 drops down.
JoJo's going to stay.
We didn't know if it'll work or not. Here comes the 39 below the 74.
Oh, and I just lagged out.
Wow. The 39 is lagged out, and now it's all of SHR on the top side. You got the 98s.
How many laps
and
to
now
go?
it is 2 laps to go. So now it's Masopes leading at Daytona with McCard in second.
McCard, buddy, you gotta do something.
He's got his teammate, I believe, behind him. Oh, and the 74 tried to get down below the yellow line. And in front of his teammates.
Literally
Masopes.
2 laps ago, we thought IQ had this one.
Oh, Masopes, you gotta be careful. They're gonna have a massive run.
A lot of cars laying off.
Oh, the 9. The 9's gonna get a massive run here. He's gotta be careful. Masopes has gotta be careful. It's the last lap of the race. Oh, Masopes is really far out in front.
There's no one together.
Wow. But the 9's gonna get a massive run on the middle of the back straight. Here he comes.
Keep your foot in it. Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen?
Masopes is gonna have to make this car really wide. Here comes the 9.
Oh, the lap car. The lap car.
Here comes the 9, the 1, the 21. Oh!
Oh,
That's gonna be a wreck!
the one in the
Oh, that's gonna end the
15.
race.
And
That's
Masopes
gonna
is
end
gonna
the
win.
race. Wow. That's not gonna go over well at all. That's not gonna
I
go
think
over well
I
at
don't.
all.
I hear me out. I think that was fair. That was just really bad timing with the 18 being laughed down.
Yeah, that's not gonna go down well in the chats.
Ooh,
Um, okay,
unfortunate break.
so I'm looking on T-Bird's live stream and it shows the 39 second despite being in pit lane.
Oh, okay. Well, that would
That's
explain.
interesting.
That would well. There's been a couple glitches like that. So, uh, great to hear that the 39 didn't lag out. I mean,
So it shows the top 10. It shows Masopes in first, Free Eye Feud second, Speed Racer third, WRX Mike the free agent fourth, JoJo in fifth, McCard in sixth, despite getting spun out. Um, Person 101011 in seventh, T-Bird in eighth, Captain Dead Dad in ninth, and Electric Days in 10th. Wow, what a race that was, but that's not going to go well in the chat. I can guarantee you that.
whew.
It's probably going to be a long night for the race officials.
Yeah, that was a crazy one. Let's get our race winner in here along with who was the top three? IFU and
It was Soap's Free IFU.
hey, well, we'll get absolutely. And as I'm trying to get these drivers into the chat, I just need free IFU added to this party. There we go. All right, our top three has been added, and our third place finisher is here with us. Oh, and Masopes has kindly joined us in the booth. Masopes, how you feeling? Good. That's all
What's
you're gonna
this?
give me. That's all you're gonna give me. I I don't know. Okay, well I didn't hear that, but yeah, yeah, yep. Oh,
The Mickey's back.
oh, get your audio shared and repeat
Yeah, it
everything
is
you just
now.
said.
I'm not repeating everything. The Mickey's just back.
Okay, the Mickey's back. All right, you heard it here first. The Soaps is feeling great. The Mickey is back. He said he wasn't going to go winless in a season ever again, and he backs it up. He takes out the first race of the season. He's gonna get Daytona on his wins list and continue as the most winning driver in the Xfinity series. After getting this first win and officially, you know, assuming you make all the races or make enough races, you're going to be in the playoffs. How does that make you feel this early on in the season?
I mean, it's good. Like this is what I wanted was to win Daytona, so that way you just have such, that weight just lifted off your back. And I don't think I've won at Daytona. I won Talladega a couple times in Xfinity, and that's how that went. But it's a huge weight to get off my back, for the first race of the season, especially for somebody that didn't have a good season last year. I didn't make the playoffs, so that really sucked. And this year, obviously, we're off to a good start.
Well, thank you. Orchie, you got anything for masopes?
Yeah, Soaps. Coming to the last three laps, I mean, what were you thinking? Knowing that the junior motorsports cars were behind you, knowing that they would, back up to generate a big enough run. What were your thoughts in those final laps? Trying to defend first place.
Uh, well, the first thing is the first thing I should do is thank BGM, Stuart Haas, because if they didn't go with me when we were 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th, I would have never been there to begin with. And I think it was like 4 or 5 to go, and I noticed JoJo was behind me. The 74 was back there, which is Mike. He's a free agent. He just got in the league, a good friend of mine outside of the league. And I was just like, well, maybe they will go with me if we try to get something. And I saw the inside line checking up like they always do. They're always going to check up with 3 to 4 laps to go at the plate tracks because everybody's trying to get a run on the guy in front of them. And if you get 4 cars lined up on the outside, you're going to go to the front. And that's what happened. So I really appreciate those guys for having faith to push me and to get up there because I think a few of them also got better results from getting up there as well. So just want to thank them at first. But I knew Junior Motorsports was going to try to do something because I was working with them in the race. Actually, me and a couple other Penske guys worked with Junior Motorsports this week, and we all said, when it's time to race, it's time to race. So you don't expect any of those guys to go with you or anything like that. So, yeah, I knew they were going to try something, and McCard got a really good run. He was probably going to pass me and clear me easily going into turn 3, but I just managed to get my bumper in front of him, and it caused a wreck because of how big of a checkup it was. He was flying, and that's just what happened. But I'll post my POV. I know I was clear, and I'm pretty sure he said I was clear on his screen as well. So that's just how it goes, man.
Yeah, and congrats on the win. And with this win, what type of confidence does that give you for the rest of the season, knowing that you have that win and you can just you know chill with knowing that you're going to make the playoffs comfortably with that win?
Absolutely none. There's no confidence in having one win in this league ever, especially the first one of the season when it's Daytona. You shouldn't feel like you're hot on the block or a championship contender because you won Daytona, and I don't. There's no confidence. It's just it gives me a little bit more leniency of what I can and can't do in certain situations, but you still have to try every week to try to finish up front and win every week. If you don't show up to win, then why race?
That's definitely a fair point. And Brody, I'll pass it back on to you.
Well, thank you, Miss Soaps. Definitely go and celebrate your win. You definitely deserve it. I mean, I kind of forgot that you did come back from being 15th all the way up to the front. But congrats on the win tonight. Go celebrate. And thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, about to celebrate race control in the Cup race. So we'll
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. And we're going to move on to our second place finisher, IFU. IFU, you came into the league with a whole lot of hype surrounding you. I mean, second place, I think you're backing it up pretty well. I mean, we sadly lost POV with you. We got the glitch with probably 3 or 4 to go. And we thought that you lagged out. So kind of take us through the final laps, pushing Masopes, I believe.
Oh, well, we'll start with the lagging out thing. I was getting yelled at in my ear by 17 other people, talking about, oh no, we lagged out. Had no idea what they were talking about, because I'm still pushing Masopes in front of me. Whatever. I was just like, yeah, if he moves up the track, I'll pass him, but if he doesn't, I'll just push my teammate to a win, so... That was my mindset through that whole thing, so... Can't really... yeah, I don't know.
Well, with you being new to the league, I mean... we don't really know what to expect from you this season. I mean, what do you kind of categorize yourself as a driver? Like, what kind of tracks is really your driving style?
Phoenix.
Phoenix, is that where you're banking it on?
That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. Phoenix.
Well, we'll definitely see when we reach there. I mean, Porchy, you got anything?
Yeah, I do. What were your thoughts, leading the, last couple of laps and then all of a sudden just see 36 fly around you within those last, I think, 3 to 4 to go?
I mean, I saw the 9 and whoever was behind. Who was it? Yeah, the 1. They were trying to get a run every time off the corner, but they couldn't. So I was like, if they tried to back up, I'll just pull the high side. I pulled them a little too much, clearly. And yeah, masopes just passed me. I couldn't. He went flying. I don't know what I could have done different. There was really nothing. He was coming like really fast. I don't know. That was about all I
Yeah,
could do.
definitely. Congrats on your P2. Definitely feels like a great result, I'm sure, especially how chaotic this race was. I mean, there was cars going everywhere, uh, different lane changes, a lot of different strategies involved with, staying out, taking fuel only, 2 tires, 4 tires, whatever the case may be. Um, Definitely a chaotic race, and I think it's safe to say that you can put this one back behind you now, knowing that you have a pretty decent amount of points with that second place, and just building on that heading into the chase.
Yep, I agree. It's a plate track. Can't get my hopes up high though.
Yep, definitely.
Well, that'll do it for our second place interview. IFU. Thanks for coming and talking with us. Congrats on your
Of
P2.
course. Thanks for interviewing me. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep. And lastly but not least, we have Speed in the party. Speed, I have no idea where you even were on the last lap. Where were you?
So I saw the top six in a little bundle on the backstretch, and I said, hey, you know what? I'm in P7. I don't think I'm going to lose very much time from here. Might as well back up and form a run. If something happens, I'm going to be that guy that came out of left field, and hopefully I can put up a fight with the start-finish line. And sure enough, I mean, that stack-up happened. Because I went from P7 to P3, shut out NASCAR weight wreck avoidance challenges. um, and then just before I could hope complete that run with start finish line, a caution came out unfortunately, but can't complain with P3 at a Victor Plate race. There's guys who I feel are a lot better than me in this field, and they ended up finishing way far in the back due to various reasons. So I'll take it. I got some good points today. Got a podium. Got a top 5. Everything's great.
Absolutely. I mean, you're a regular in this Xfinity series. You had a little bit. I don't want to call you out, but you had a little bit of off year last season. Kind of a step down from, I believe, season 4 when you had a run at a title. Are you really expecting to back that run up this season?
I mean, I'd sound pretty cocky to say I expected, but that's definitely what I'm going to try and gear towards. My main focus this season is I feel like I've had no problem every year making the playoffs, right? It's easy making it there. What I want to do this season, I want to perform while I'm there. I want to be the guy who has 3 DNFs or run 7th every week once I'm there. And quite frankly, it's Daytona, first race of the season. Nothing I would have done tonight would have shown that. So I was just trying to set myself up, and I think I did that pretty well.
Absolutely. Porchi, you got anything?
Yes, I do. A couple of things. The first question I gotta ask. I don't know if you've seen. I guess you can call it the replay or not. But what are your thoughts on Masopes' block on your teammate?
Well, all in all, I'm not gonna throw back anybody here, but there's been some blocks happening in the series before, and at the end of the day, both Mason and the guy he quote unquote wrecked say he was clear. So as far as I'm concerned, if both sides are happy with it, it was clean, hard racing, and that's what we're all looking for here: some good, clean, hard, fun racing. So can't complain about that, and it helped me in the end. So have at her.
Definitely. And once again, congrats on the podium finish, finishing in third place. Definitely didn't expect you to be up there towards the end because of how far back you were initially. But yeah, congrats on the third place, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Thank you.
Yeah. Once again, congrats on your third place finish. I mean, way to rally back. Like I said, I didn't even see you in the final lap. I didn't know you got third. It was definitely a surprise. So definitely, congrats on that. And thanks for coming and talking to me.
No problem.
And that'll do it for our season opener Xfinity Season 6 race from Daytona. This will be Porchy and I signing off, and next week we will be heading to Auto Club, so don't miss that next week, and we will see ya.